aisle on the left side. Otherwise, we'll fill in as best we can. It's a good sign that we don't have enough room for everybody. I apologize for those that are standing, but that's obviously a very good sign this morning. So with that, Ms. Ingram, we'll get the program started. Thank you.
Well, good morning and welcome to the dedication of the Redmond Reading Nook. We are honored for you to be here this morning to celebrate the legacy of Mrs. Frances Redmond. I would like to extend a special welcome to the Redmond family. Joining us this morning are her husband Dave, her daughter and son-in-law Meredith and Ryan Jenkins, their children Kyle, Emily, and Will, her son and daughter-in-law Bo and Sarah Redmond, and their children McCord, Wade, and Dad. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to the many former colleagues that are here with us today. We really appreciate everyone taking the time from their busy schedules to be here with us on this very special occasion. At this time, Dave would like to share just a few words.
Bow with me. Most gracious and loving Father, thank you. Thank you for this place, this time, and this purpose. We ask your blessings upon all that is said and done here today. Thank you for those that have come, the members of the Prep family, friends of my family, and my family itself. All these things we ask in the name of our Creator, Sustainer, and Redeemer. Amen. I thought I had it under control. I can assure you it's joyful. Frances loved his school. And by that I don't mean the brick and mortar. I mean the people here inside the walls. The students, the faculty, the staff, the administrators. This was her life. She never would miss an opportunity in sharing with others the fact that she didn't have a job. She had a dream, and a dream became true, which to be a librarian. She served faithfully. She gave it everything she had every day. She loved each of you. One of the things that made her the happiest is when we would be out and a young voice would say, Miss Redmond, Miss Redmond. And we'd run up to her, throw their arms around her. And the parents would come up behind, and he was, of course, a prep student, maybe a current student. Sometimes it's a student that had graduated and gone on, but it always made her day. You teachers know what I'm talking about. You've experienced it. Frances would have probably said today, you're making too big a deal. I know she would have. But I don't think so. During times of her illness, and she could not come to school, oftentimes, many times, on Saturdays and Sundays, she would have me bring her up here. So she could look through the library and sort through things and make sure it's the way she wanted it to be. Those were good times, just the two of us. In closing today, I want to give you an example I think that best tells us what Frances was all about, particularly with children, and the importance of reading and learning to read at an early age. Thank goodness it's not mine. I didn't turn it on. This picture was taken in Nashville, Tennessee, at the National Hardwood Lumber Association. Frances had just become First Lady of the association. And as such, she took it upon herself to begin a program initially working with the ladies network of the association to bring library books to the host city of the convention, meets annually. The response was unbelievable. Once she set her mind, it was gonna happen. No matter what it took, it was gonna happen. And she never wanted recognition for it. She just wanted to know it was done. Frances stood up before, and she was not fond of public speaking. She stood up before over 1,100 people at that convention at the opening session and laid out the groundwork in only a way she could do it. Clearly, concisely, what the expectations were, what it was going to take to get the goal accomplished. After the first year, when we went to the next convention, which was in Toronto, Canada, they began bringing school children to the opening session. And the school children, along with their teachers, would be presented books. Well, that didn't last long because it got so big and there were so many books. I'm proud to say that as of this day, there's an excess of 6,000 children's books that have been donated to inner city schools. She didn't talk much about it, but I know it was a real gift for her. As would this morning, with all your attendance here today, it's a real gift. So many familiar faces. So it's a room full of love and support. On behalf of Meredith and Bo and their families, I want to thank you for your love, your support, and your being here today. And I want to especially thank Augusta Pratt for what a wonderful, wonderful tribute they're paying to someone who never took it for granted and loved every day she was here, every day, no matter how she felt. She would say, I have the best job. My students come in, they go to the library, they want to be here, and then they go back to the classroom. And she often said, and God bless the teachers. She loved each of you. And I want you to know that don't take life for granted. Don't wait to hug your children or your spouse or your friends and tell them, I love you. Don't ever hesitate. Life is a gift. Life is a gift. And we were gifted with a wonderful life in Francis. Love you all.
Good morning, I'm Heather Brown. I teach second grade here at Augusta Pratt. And Miss Redmond touched so many lives when she was here, and mine was one of them. As a third grade teacher, I would always get nervous when my kids didn't bring back their library books. I did not take kindly to that, and I would be in trouble. And then I moved to pre-K, and she would visit with the wagon and her little spot puppet, and it's amazing what children will do for a Slurpee kiss. A stuffed animal. They were perfect on the rug in order to get a Slurpee spot kiss from Mrs. Redmond. And now I teach second grade, and I think of her often as I walk past the library, because not only did she touch my life and the life of these students, but even I have 4 children, and they came through. And not a time would go by after they graduated, well, my oldest graduated, and one of them left Pratt, and she would still ask about them all the time. And I don't doubt for 1 minute that when she told me she would pray for me, that she really did. And just an amazing woman of God. So grateful. And now, our sweet little second graders are going to sing a special song in honor of this one.
tell Chicken Little, and Rapunzel let down her long hair.
Gather around and I'll tell you a story. You can tell to your children's children. Listen while I tell. While I tell.
Later that day, Hansel was taking a walk when he met 3 pigs, 3 bears, and 3 billy goats gruff. As he walked by the sea, the little mermaid kissed a frog, who turned into a prince. Well, Beauty couldn't find the beast, but she did find 7 dwarves and a lady's glass slipper. "You can't catch me," cried the gingerbread man, and he flew away on a magic carpet.
Gather around and I'll tell you a story. You can tell to your children's children. Listen while I tell. While I tell.
That night, Sleeping Beauty was just waking up when Cinderella and Snow White came by looking for their princess. Tom Thumb rubbed a magic lamp, and Ducky Lucky thought he was the steadfast tin soldier. Well, the news of the troll under the bridge scared the big bad wolf away. So everyone in the land of make-believe chopped down the beanstalk, and they all lived happily ever after.
Gather around and I'll tell you a story. You can tell to your children's children. Listen while I tell. While I tell.
The end. Thank you, second grade. I would like to share a few thoughts and stories about Mrs. Redmond from a colleague's perspective. Some of my things have already been hit on, but I think it's a common theme running through of love and a wonderful lady. I reached out to the lower school faculty asking for a few words or stories that were descriptive of Frances. The people that worked with Frances truly loved her, as these were some of the words that were sent back. Gentle, kind, thoughtful, organized, determined, passionate about her job, a love for children, and extremely proud of her family. These characteristics were obvious to all of us as we have the privilege of working with her in the lower school. As I personally pondered Frances and the many memories I have of her, a few special traits and stories came to mind. Frances was an amazing storyteller. One of my favorite was the story she told of the infestation of squirrels in the attic at their house. I will never forget the laughter that she brought to our lunch table in the teacher's lounge as she tapped her nails on the table, mimicking the sound of the squirrels scampering through the rafters. Frances was very fortunate to work with one of her very dearest friends, Susan Reynolds. Their love and appreciation for one another was very special. As one colleague stated, "I will not soon forget the way that she and Susan would banter back and forth." And it was true. Your conversations always provided comic relief among the lower school faculty. One such incident, although there are many, is definitely worth sharing. Frances was out of town while we were having new carpet put in the building. And I guess she and Susan must have been talking on the telephone while Frances was out of town. And Susan said, I am not sure why, but they have put green carpet in the reading room. She carried on and on and on to the point that Frances was like, oh my gosh. So Frances gets off the phone and she calls another colleague and she goes, please tell me this is not true. She goes, oh, it's not green, I think it's purple. Of course, Frances was very, very worried and so concerned that upon entering town, I don't think you even went home. She made Day drive her to school so that she could come and see that indeed it was blue. Her interactions with her students were also fun and playful. One of my favorite memories is the Halloween that she spent an entire week transforming into a witch. So she came in the first day and she just had kind of barely tinted her hands a little bit green. And it was kind of on her face, like couldn't tell if she, I think everybody was saying, are you feeling her? She had this cackling voice coming out. She kind of started wearing clothes that didn't look like her. So by the end of the week, she was a witch, but she was doing such a great job. Even the teachers were like, what has she done today? And who can forget Mrs. Claus, the library dragon, Amelia Bedelia, or a very favorite of the students. Mrs. Brown already spoke of Spot. Spot was a little puppet. And Mrs. Redmond thought that the little kids were a little bit too young to come in and she was concerned they would get the books off the shelf. So she would go to them. So she'd take her little red wagon and Spot the puppet. And at the end of the class, if they had behaved, they got to, ask for what they wanted. They could have a Slurpee kiss, just a light kiss. But you just would not believe what that did for those kids. And the family's going to receive some cards. We reached out to the entire student body and they wrote comments and memories. And many of them talked about Spot. We reached out to the entire student body and asked them to share their memories, as I just said. As you can imagine, it was a huge outpouring of support. Not only did I not have the time, but I don't think I could get through reading these, but we have asked some former and current students to come up and share their memory. We've also put out some cards and some pens, so those of you here today, if you want to add your memories to this, please do so. I'm going to start with our youngest lower school student.
Hello, my name is Mary Russell. I'm in 4th grade, and I met Mrs. Redmond when I was in preschool. And Mrs. Redmond was always encouraged me to keep reading and make it to the book club. When I reached my goal, she always told me how proud she was of me.
So my name is Lee Dozier. I'm in 8th grade, and I prepped a pre-K. My favorite memory of Miss Redmond is when she would say, "Now Lee, I know that book is too easy for you." I also remember when Miss Redmond would read Cat in the Hat to us each year. I was also part of the library club, so I ate lunch with Miss Redmond twice a week and helped her put books away and clean up. Not only was Miss Redmond a great teacher, but a great friend to me and my classmates.
Good morning, I'm Eliza Williams, and I'm a senior here at Prep, and I also came in pre-K. But one of my favorite memories, I was never a fan of recess, so I loved to be a library helper, and just her smile greeting me every single time was so worth it.
Hey, my name's Jack Ingram. I'm class of 2018, so I just graduated last year, and I came in pre-K. And my favorite memory is I was really into the Magic Treehouse books when I was little. I think Mary Russell has one right now. I started reading those in pre-K, so 14 years later, that's just crazy they're still around. But, I remember I can't remember what year it was, 2nd or 3rd grade, and a new one had come out, and I was really excited to read it, but like everyone was excited to read it. So my class was later in the week, and I was really nervous, and I was in here for extended day, and I was talking to Miss Redmond, and I was like, Miss Redmond, I just don't think I'm going to be able to get the book, and I'm just never going to get the book, and I was really upset, and she saved it for me, which she didn't do very often. That was not how it worked, but she saved it for me, and I got to be the first little sticker on the it was the coolest thing ever. That's my
Well, as we have discussed before, Mrs. Redmond was a strong woman of faith. This was evident in her love for her family, her church, her prep community. Her devotion to helping others, especially her work with our students, is something that we will cherish always. Now, I started 17 years ago, and Mrs. Redmond was my mentor. Jack Hall asked her to be my mentor for the first year. Now, Frances will tell you that she should have received a stipend for that, and that it was not a one-year commitment on her part, but that it was a lifelong journey. She welcomed me into her home with her family, and she helped all of us, not just the music program, but all of our specialists, whatever it may be, whatever we needed, she was willing to pitch in, and we just appreciated her support. She supported my music program, and I'm forever grateful for that. And in honor of her appreciation for the arts, our upper school girls trio would like to sing a song for you to close today, entitled Bright Morning Stars. We felt this an appropriate song because we truly feel that she is a bright star shining over us. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising.
an incredible honor to serve as head of school here at Augusta Prep, and even more so on mornings like this, such a special gathering. So thank you again for being here with us. You know, we spent a lot of time and a lot of conversation was dedicated to how to honor Ms. Redmond, how you honor a woman who's had the impact that she's had across so many lives here on our campus and beyond. Every one of those conversations seemed to come back to this space, the Reading Nook. And it's not lost on me that after finishing carpool out here in the morning, we would all walk in and Frances would be here holding court. And I mean that, of course, in the kindest of ways. This was her domain, and she had everything organized, and she was holding court right here in this Reading Nook. You've heard firsthand this morning, heard and seen both firsthand this morning, the impact that Frances has had on so many lives. And I can speak to that certainly as head of school, and again, it's been an honor to watch that take hold here in this library for the last few years in my case. But I can speak to it as a dad as well. My oldest, Xavier, Oliver was here on stage, and he certainly had some exposure, but my oldest, Xavier, who's now in 6th grade here at Augusta Prep, loved Mrs. Redmond. And the fact that my 6th grader comes home at night and devours books has a lot to do with the woman that we're here to honor this morning. So both on behalf of the school and as dad, thank you to the Redmond family for sharing her with us for so many years. I ask Dave and Meredith and Bo to join me here this morning. What we have is a plaque that we will officially dedicate the Reading Nook here at Augusta Prep to Frances Redmond. And I'm going to ask, put a lot of pressure on the family, but we're going to ask that we actually hang it this morning. Sure. And if we're struggling with that, we'll make it happen a little bit later. But we have a small post here, and we purposely hung this low enough so that the kids who join us in the Reading Nook every morning can make sure they have a chance to read it as well. All right. Let's head up and get this hung on the wall, make this official. Okay. Frances would have had this done way ahead of time.
Frances would have had somebody in here to do what they were doing.
There it is. There it is. Perfect.